What's up, guys? It's Luke W coming back at you with my dad. And for those of you guys new to this channel, I've actually kind of been teaching him how to sell on Amazon. So I've been super happy to just see him making some progress. So we're going to do a little breakdown interview today about where he's come from, where he's at right now, and what he wants to do in the future. So Dad, let us know, how many products do you have? Like, what made you want to get into this? Tell him about that snowstorm last year.
Well, yeah, because we had a snowstorm, I had time on my hands, and Luke had his instructional program out in how to sell products on Amazon. So I said, well, let me take a look at that. So I delved into it. I researched and watched his videos and read his instructional course, and I learned a lot. Because if you only look at it once, it's kind of hard to understand. I had to go over it more than once to really understand the terminology and how this thing works on Amazon selling.
All right, I wanted to bring you guys another updated PPC video, and in the last one I showed you pretty much how to... Yeah, he actually spent like 8 hours a day, and once he started getting into the course, he was fully like into it. He didn't want to leave. He was like, once you start something, you got to finish it. He was that kind of mindset. I have that mindset too, but he just put in all that time and effort, and he never watched any YouTube videos about Amazon FBA before basically taking my course. So a lot of the terminology, like you said, was a little over his head maybe, so he had to watch it a couple times through, but lo and behold, he's making super good listings, and he used his other business experience that he has now to just kind of make good listing claims, and I mean, he really did well with that. So you started making how many sales when you first started? Basically, you were...
Well, I was hitting over a dozen a day. I hit 16 in a day. I hit, $700 in a day in sales. So, that kind of inspires you that, hey, this really works if you put it together properly. I took the time to research my product, understand exactly how it worked, put in some good photos that the manufacturer provides almost that you can put together on your listing so your customers are aware of what your product is and what it's all about. So, as a doctor, I am in the line of healthcare products. So I pretty much know a lot about health. But I want to pass on, in layman terms, how a customer can understand that product.
Yeah, so that leads us into kind of the issues. So that's where he started. He got all into it. He was killing it with Amazon for a while, making like $7,300 in sales a month within his first month, literally. Like, he got his product in there, it took off right away. Yeah. And now tell us kind of the setbacks you had with your customers who just had the problems with the instruction manual, and then customer questions and all that.
Okay, yeah, the manufacturer will put out their instruction manual for certain products, and maybe a lot of those instruction manuals are straightforward. It guides the customer in how to use and operate this product. But when you're purchasing from some companies, I would say, they put these manuals and guidelines together, and it's broken English, especially out of China. They're trying to put these guides together. Maybe they can do it really well in Chinese language, but if it's in English, it's broken, and it's almost not complete sentences. So people can get frustrated, your customers, and they may say, I can't understand it, I'm going to return the product. But I went ahead and created my own guideline that I could forward on to the customers if they purchased my product. So that made a big difference, because I was getting a few returns of my product because people just didn't want to try to understand how to operate it. When you're dealing with electronics, sometimes it's not that easy. You need to understand exactly how to run it, or they feel they've wasted their money and they're going to return the product within 30 days. I guess Amazon allows people to do that. So I wrote this manual, and it made the difference. People, now use my product and they understand how to use it.
So now that was him fixing his problem, learning, and that's what you guys want to do. You want to at least get something in there to play around with, test, optimize your listing, see what works. he had 3 different variations of his product, red, blue, and black. Found out the blue and black sold better, so now he's not going to reorder the red anymore. So it's these little tests that you have to do. And I started testing more products on my own to just feel out what's going to do well. So having a smaller test order can really help you get going. So that's what he's going to be doing now with his, this is talking about his future now. So tell us about what you just found, and he's got a new product on the way, he's pretty excited about the next upgrade
generation, just like phones, iPhones, Androids, every year it seems like they come out with something new because the technology gets better. So on my particular product, I did communicate with my manufacturer and asked, hey, what's the top of the line right now? What do you got to offer for sale for my customers? So he provided what I wanted to hear. They got something better than what I currently have. So I've already painstakingly put together my listing last night, but with the help of Luke and his course, it kind of helped me already know how to do it. Like I went to Canva to produce images, and I can insert those at the right guidelines that Amazon has in my listing. Otherwise,
for zoomable images.
Zoomable. And, it's a lot easier when you keep buying products. You can create these listings before you know it. It's just secondhand. You don't have to guess how to do it. I know now how to do it. I had to ask Luke a few questions, but it's a lot easier the second time around, the third time, the fourth time.
Yeah, now that I make my shipping plans, I made 3 new shipping plans in one night. Just boom, boom, boom. Super easy. Get the dimensions, the package weight, all this other stuff, and you just pop it into Amazon and start creating your shipments. And I just ordered 2 new variations of a new product that I'm going to get going by Valentine's Day, around that, kind of a seasonal one that I just want to see how fast it sells. And I just made 2 new listings for that right off the bat. So once you do it, you rinse and repeat, then you can really start getting into it. And
I was going to say, with this, if you ever have products brought to your home or shipped to your home and you want to get them back into the warehouses, I found that to be pretty easy. All I had to do was package my products. I had Amazon boxes already here. I created my inventory. I weighed the boxes, and I went on Amazon. The labels were created, the barcode labels for the product, and then the shipping labels for the box. I weighed them, and I paid on Amazon. I went down to a UPS store locally in my area. I walk in. She says, "You're good to go. It's all paid for." I just had to drop them off, and that was the nice part of it, because there was a line out the door. So that's really a nice feature.
Yeah, that happens in case of, like, you can get customer returns and they won't even have opened the box or something in some cases. Like, they may have, and the return reasons like unauthorized purchase. So some kid in their family could have bought it and then the parent just returns it and it's still in good condition. So you just want to literally repackage it and send it back into the warehouses. So he was able to do that. And you make your shipping plan on Amazon and you pay for it there. So you could ship in like 75 pounds of goods for like $22, when in reality, if you want to pay for that at any other post office, it's going to be like $400. So you get a huge, deeply discounted shipping rate when you work through your shipping plan on Amazon and you ship things in from there. So
that's the way to do it. I didn't know. Do you have to go to the USPS? Do I go with FedEx? And right there through Amazon, when I produced my shipping labels and packaged my product and weighed them and measured them, it's all done right there. It was no problem.
Yeah, so we just want to keep this a short, quick, and simple video for you guys. So drop a thumbs up on it if you liked it, and drop any more comments if you want to see my dad back on the channel, because I want to have him here. And let's show him your sale numbers here before we say goodbye. So
okay. Well, you can show them.
So yeah, literally, tell him, Dad, how much time you put into this besides answering customer questions and stuff.
Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm a doctor, so I'm at work every day. So I made 5 sales yesterday doing nothing. So if I'm around that $3,000 mark or higher for doing nothing, not bad. I only get periodic customer questions, like what's the battery life and how do you charge it? It's like It's in the manual. But some people, it's amazing, just don't seem to understand, so they need a little help on how to operate things. So I'll answer questions. And again, Amazon only gives you 24 hours to answer that question. Otherwise, you get a black mark with Amazon. So make sure you answer your customer questions and keep up looking at your computer and your listings online.
Yeah, so I already made a goal about this, but for 2020, I want to launch 12 new products, because the more products you get, the more money you're going to make, the more you're going to get experience, the more testing you'll have. So I just want to get more products out there that I think are good and order small test batches of them that might cost me $700 to $1,200 per each new product. But if it takes off, then I know what to work with. And it's not about just having one product and, oh, I'm going to quit Amazon because like
you're not making anything, because yeah, you got one product. But yeah, if you got several, and I've got now coming up to my 4th product, wow, you don't have to do diddly except answer questions and maybe reorder inventory to make sure you don't run out of your supplies for customers. And yeah, that's all there is to it.
So thanks a lot, guys. We will see you in the next video. Peace out.
Bye.